Hello. Today's random complaint YouTube has about the stream is my resolution is wrong, apparently, even though it was fine yesterday. Let's get into some farming, though. Because we have 2 fields, and my wheel is broken again. Give me one moment while I fix this real quick. It's literally I need to open and close a window to fix it. And that's it. There we go. So, there's, I think, 3 things I want to do today. Number 1 is get a bit more of this grass in for silage. Number 2 is stack up the bales that we moved yesterday. And number 3 is get rid of the bale trailer I'm currently using because I've got one that actually makes sense. So let's get on the moving into the field here. Nope. Yep. There we go. The description? What about the description? The description is perfect. Hello, Bucko. Hello, everybody who maybe didn't need Discord to tell them that I'm live. Why am I leaving money cheat on? Oh, because I need to do this. Baling technology, logical size bale trailer, which I think is 32 foot as opposed to 36 foot. That'll do. We'll turn off money cheat right now then. And the F1 help menu, which seemingly loves coming on. Just at random. There we go. Hello, Alexander. How am I? I'm doing good today. Doing good indeed. How many of you guys made it to Landy's secret stream last night? Over on Twitch. I'm kind of curious how many of you guys made it in there, because he started at like midnight. Quiet stream today? Well, it's only just 4 minutes old, so people will filter in over time. Plus it's Saturday and the 24 hours of Spa is on, so I mean, 2 good reasons to not be watching an idiot play Farm Sim. Hello, Llama King. The Hedgehog, hello. I'm kind of thinking that a bigger fire dragon might be an idea. Hello, Jack, as well. And Kai, how am I? I'm doing good. How are you doing this wonderful Saturday? Love the Hunter. He was the only one actually in game. Like there were, it was basically TeamSpeak was in the stream. It was a TeamSpeak stream, and Landy was the only one actually in a game. Or in the game. I was going to, but I decided to work a bit on the script for that secret video that I'm still kind of working on. I think later on today I'm going to start recording video footage for that and start doing voiceover clips. Just to kind of get an idea of where I am time-wise. Didn't catch it. What did he stream? He streamed some of the Hunter Call of the Wild. Glad I'm well? I'm glad I'm well too. I'm mostly well. I do have a small hole in my foot. Because I stood on something sharp apparently and cut a hole in one foot and sliced my toe on the other. So my big toe on my left foot is currently covered in a sticking plaster. Which isn't actually stuck down, I can feel it jiggling about. That'll be fine. Just when you guys thought I couldn't drive, oh, I managed to reverse perfectly. Is there only one silage pit on this map? I don't know, Bucko, actually. There might only be. The only reason I'm using that silage pit is I would like to get some cows maybe on this map. And it's kind of force a habit to just have silage ready in case I decide I want cows. So it's never a bad idea. Is the cow trailer in front of it usable? No, that's just decoration. That's just there for decoration. It has no real use as such. There's one in the BGA saddle. Well, that makes it at least 2 pits on the map. I'm kind of glad there's no traffic on the map as well. That's that's something I'm particularly glad of. Because maps like this don't suit traffic at all. Maybe I can land, you should do another Call of the Wild video. Thing is, Call of the Wild, we're not sure about monetization on YouTube, and that's kind of an important thing for both Landy and myself. Where did I... Must have finished over here then, wow. Okay. Hey, CD. So 22 silage bales yesterday on the West Coast made €120. That, I think you got ripped off, Bucko. €120,000. Yeah, that's less of a rip off then. Hello, Yuso. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So I'm just good. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check after the stream. I did update the D1000 though last night. Why not upload on a spare channel, see as it monetized? Neither of us have actually got spare monetized channels, is the issue. Case could easily power a bigger trailer. I know that, Bradley. Commonly in Ireland, though, you would see tractors this big powering trailers this small. How is Dave? Dave is good. Hello, Jack, as well, and Brad. I'm doing good today. I'm very tired for some reason. But I'm feeling good. Had some noodles, had some coffee. I've got a can of Diet Coke sat beside me, which is now open. And it has had something stuck to the bottom of it. Overkill is underrated. Honestly, this is just what I'd kind of expect to see. Beer, Diet Coke. Caffeine. I very, very rarely drink beer. In fact, I don't like beer. I like Guinness. That's pretty much the only beer kind of thing that I'll drink. Guinness, Molson Canadian, and occasionally Heineken. Caffeine. Like Sims Coke at the airport. No, this is actual Diet Coke, as you can see from the Coke logo. That is 1-3R. That's a strange name. You don't drink because you end up doing something stupid. I don't need to drink. Swinger. That's not how it's spelled. You had 10 cups of coffee again today. No thanks. I would probably explode if I had that much coffee. To make yourself unique. Spelling things wrong isn't exactly unique though. So 1 in G, 3 R. Apparently diet drinks are actually worse for you because of the additives. Yeah, they are. The issue is that I'm not used to sugar anymore and normal Coke tastes weird, so Diet Coke is where it's at for me. Diet Coke or Pepsi Max is pretty much all the drinks I'll really enjoy at the moment. And water, obviously. So we are going to be getting rid of the stupid big Bale trailer later on the stream. And I think it's time to get a bigger Coca-Cola Zero, Coke Zero. I don't like Coke Zero actually. I'll have Diet Coke or Pepsi Max. I don't like Diet Pepsi or Coke Zero. But we are going to get a bigger forage wagon just so we can get through the 2 grass fields a bit faster. I think that's a good plan. Good plan. So there's the much more logically sized Marshall BC32 Bale trailer, which is, I think, 4 feet shorter in theory, but in practice it looks a lot shorter than the Bale trailer. Wonder if you can spray and fart with the Mahindra in FS19. Maybe. Fanta, Sprite. I don't really like them, I'll be honest. I'm like a cola person through and through. It's loading wagons I want. Go for the Lely Tigo XR75D. Now that's something you'd probably not see this tractor pulling in real life because it is actually quite large. But in Farm Sim, I can probably get away with this. Yep, I can get away with this. We'll trade for the D1000, should be ready tonight sometime. Awesome. That said, the D1000, I was talking to Simulation for the Nation about this last night. Whatever you've done with the bales for that thing, they are amazing to stack. They're really, really easy to stack. I don't know what you've done to them. I don't know even if you've done something to them. It might just be like the exact shape that they are, but they are super easy to stack compared to the in-game default bales. This little Puma can really push beyond its weight. I get the feeling it's got more horsepower than it's claiming. You don't like any of the in-game wagons? Neither do I. I don't really like forage wagons in general. I use them a lot just because it's easier than getting a forage harvester and that kind of stuff. We know now from you, it's back that place. I tried. An attempt was made. Bales of a custom script to improve physics. That might be it then. Because we were talking about it last night and just kind of in awe at how nice the bales behave. They're actually bales that you want to stack. As opposed to the in-game bales which you just have to stack. Unless you've got an autoloader of some description. Battery's dead on this. Come here, charger. That was Stream Deck being bopped slightly. Should have maybe taken the 1821-25 Bale trailer, not sure, more fitting. The only one I could find on the mod hub was the BC32. Morton, if you've got links to, like, better sized ones from, like, a British or, I guess, even Irish brand, feel free to throw them into Discord and make sure they're from, ideally, a reputable site. Like FSUK, Giants Mod Hub, or at a push mod hoster. Is there any Zero Grazer mod? I have no idea what a Zero Grazer even is, Adam, so I can't answer your question. I'm sorry. Richard Western one? There's a Richard Western Bale trailer? I am... Peter J. Brown, a Western? I don't remember seeing this. Stuart on FSUK. Yeah, PM me or throw it into the links room in Discord. I'll check it out. I'll check everything out after the stream. And run some tests. Any Ford County mods? Yeah, there's a 4-pack land he uses. It's in his mod spreadsheet that has Ford counties. Trying to keep this clean. I've got links disabled other than mod swingers, so you literally can't throw links in here. That's why I've got the Discord, it's so people can link me stuff. Plus, it's easier to check after the stream. Instead of having to scroll up through what at this point will be an hour and 40 minutes more chat before I even reach your link. Hello, Brendan. How you doing today? You're on a bit of a roll remembering which stream you're in, so well done you. Join the Discord, so that's a good idea. A lot of good chat and stuff goes on in there. A lot of motorsports chatter at the moment because of the SPA 24. It's an Irish company that makes wagons with a more attached. That's what a Zero Grazer is. Ah! Okay. I didn't think they were a thing because I've seen like mods for that and I thought they were just like imaginary pieces of equipment that people are using to be lazy. I'm doing good, Brendan. Thank you very much for asking. This is much easier than using the Pollinger, I must admit. We'll call that full because it's not going to get much more in. My headphones are sitting wrong today and it's annoying me. There we go. You know when you wear headphones you get used to them being in... That was an autosave? You get used to them being in one, like, specific spot. Yeah. Mine were too far forward on my head and it was annoying. Used to draw grass directly to cows, handy if your land isn't connected. I suppose so, yeah. Am I liking the map? Looks amazing. I love it. I've streamed this 3 days in a row just because I really like this this map. Very well made. It's hard to believe that Alan, the map maker, GNFTR04, I think that's that series goes, is actually American and has never, I believe, been to the UK. EJ, I always check PMs. I don't always reply, I don't always check the links. Or follow, well, I do check the links actually. I don't always download what you link, but I do always check PMs and follow links in them. Unless it's something that I've already looked at and I know I don't want. Smap's taking everyone by surprise. Yeah, you thought he was Welsh. I thought he was at least British, but no, he is American. I did actually use it just before the stream. Very impressive. It's always kind of fun looking at rally cars, I must admit. This isn't like ditching through multiple things, is it? It's not. Good. I actually watched a bit of your video as well, Yusuf, from the, or your stream as it seemed, from the stage. That was really cool. Is that going to Scrabble the name? I think this is a real place. It's based off a real area, so I think it is actually a real place name in Wales. Red is the only kind of motorsport you like. I love endurance racing. I'm going to be watching after the stream the Spa 24 Hours. Last I checked, they were in a pit cycle. And they're using the dirt pits. The pits that I can't stand. The Enduro pits, which... If you ever watch the Formula 1 race, it's that pit lane. And then the other pit lane as well, as one mega pit lane. And it turns pit lane into just this cluster of madness, trying to get through it. I was looking through the iRacing listings for next week, the schedule for next week, and it turns out I will actually be racing at Spa in my little Skip Barber Formula School car thingy. We'll be using the classic pits, which is going to be interesting. It's got the worst pit exit in the world, going up through Eau Rouge. T-Cross with the Sheep is a real place. I think it is all mostly real, Morton. Because I was reading through some stuff that he was saying on FSUK yesterday, and he said he tried to keep it as real as possible, but obviously he had to make some accommodations for the game. So the BGA and probably the sell points aren't real, but the road system and the fields probably are. I would imagine that he actually took out fields and changed them into sell points and BJ and stuff. Is this a DEM? I think it is, Bucko. I think it is. Hello, Pierre. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We're at Kakaristo today. That's where the Yump. Rally Finland doesn't have jumps, Yuso. They're all Yumps with a Y. I'm doing good, Pierre. Thank you very much for asking. Hello, Steve. How are you doing today? Any rain down here? Yep. I think it's sunny now, but it was raining earlier on today. It was raining for most of yesterday, most of last night as well. So it's beginning to fill the water table back up. We're still a long way from having it back to normal levels, but it's starting to look good over here. The back garden looks like a golf course. It's kind of amazing. The grass is just in perfect health at the moment. After all the sunshine and now the water on top of it, it's just beautifully green and lush. Your grass is burnt to a crisp. Yeah, ours is back to green now because of the rain, so I think we're done and dusted with the heat wave over this side of the Irish Sea, which is good. Hello, Lorcan. So we're back to normality and rain almost every day, which is nice. Honestly, after the heat of the last few weeks, it's kind of nice to be back to rain and horrible weather. Hello, hello, SFTN. How you doing today? Let's see if I can get this out the gate without hitting anything this time. No, I've hit the gate. No, I've still hit the gate. Okay, plan B. Magic hedge. Dang it. Magic hedge. Dang it. Magic hedge, and don't hit the wall, please. Thank you very much. Hello, farming man. Did you enjoy trolling Landy's stream last night? With the entirety of TeamSpeak in there. Or the entire usual crew. SFTN had unfortunately not been there. Hey, Irish Agri. I'm expecting to see more and more Irish names in the near future, I think. With Shamrock Valley coming soon and me being Irish and that just being a perfect pairing for YouTube. Did I finish my script? No, I didn't. I'm gonna take a break from writing it and actually start reading it. And start getting clips together to figure out how long of a video that actually makes so far. Because I might be able to make it into a mini-series. I'm really not sure. I want the videos to be at least like 10-15 minutes long each. And with some cinematic padding, I could probably do that fairly easily. Oh, it's doing the grass glitch again. That'll do. Hello, Matt. Got banned in Silver Stream, you were talking Finnish. What I want to do next is actually I want to courseplay that field there, field 22. And just get this doing field 22 for me real quick. Which granted is overkill, but it'll do. Current vehicle position, headland for 3 meters, I'll go with 4. After the fact, no, that's the wrong button. After the fact, circle bypass because it seems to work better. And of course is here, no. Field 22. Save this course as cultivate. Into the Field 22 folder. Start at the first waypoint. Align with first waypoint activated. Drive your course, please, sir. Shamrock Valley looks fantastic. Can't wait for it. Same. It looks so good. I've just realized that's the only tractor I have with a front loader. The only tractor I have with a front loader attachers in the field right now. I was gonna unstack. I'm just gonna sell the Bale trailer from under the bales and look for the best. No Bale explosion. Hey, no Bale explosion. Let's use the 110. And turn off money cheat. Because what I want to do now is I want to... Did I put a front loader on this? Go up to the shop and get a front loader on this. And get a smaller front loader than the big one. Am I from Kerry? No, I'm from Tipperary. A far better county by far. Hello, Paddle. It has been a while indeed. Have you been taking a break from Farm Sim like, oh, so many other people? Or have you just been taking a break from this channel, which I don't blame you either. There's only so much lunacy people can really take. He's playing Farm Sim. Why don't you play Farm Sim, Bradley? I'm so sorry, Mrs. McGugan. I've knocked over your potted plant. I can fix this. I promise I can fix this. I think these might be bottom heavy. Or top heavy. Because no, I can't fix it. I'm sorry. From channel, other side of the world time zones aren't really that similar. Yeah, that's true. And we'll get the FC. Do I have the other front loader available to me here? No, I don't, unfortunately. We'll get the FC30 in black will do. Whoops. I actually want to get a second set of Bale grabs just so that I can have one on each. Because any groundwork I can do, or any actual like shoveling work I can do with the skid steer. Hello, Mimulate. Idiot, you've misspelled beautiful, Sid. You've misspelled beautiful. I mean, nothing quite compares to the beauty of a fat Irish man with a bad hair and a bad beard. You like Peter J's loader? For the Massies, I do like that, but it doesn't really look good on any other front loaders, unfortunately. So let's bring the... This is much smaller than the other Bale trailer. Let's bring this down and get the hay loaded up while the Puma's busy cultivating. Shouldn't take too long in that field. I mean, it is a fairly small field. It's really, wow, blasting through it already. Okay. The keyboard click seems to be amplified on TV. Well, isn't that a shame? Oh dear, what a shame. Been enjoying Rocket League. That's a game that I haven't played in far too long. Let's get this. I should have come in through the other gate. In fact, I still can. Derp, 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 derp. There we go. Clickety clack, the keyboard is back. At least you're not wearing headphones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this down to whoops. Put this down temporarily. That's what I wanted to put down, not the Bale crab. We'll grab the T-dub. And I think I still have... I need to get rid of it. Yeah, no, that can go. The T-dub is going to be on the Bale trailer today. I don't need 4 tractors on this tiny map. 3 is more than enough to get 2.5 to 3 jobs done at once. So let's once again do some loader work and I'll just... Oh yeah, it's this mode. There we go, we got the mouse on not so sensitive anymore mode. So I can do some loader work with a sane amount of mouse movement. Still 87 to home. That's not too far. It's what, 10 laps of Spa or so? You normally have 2 or 3 tractors on every map. I try and go with 3. Rocket League's 10 already? That can't be right. There's no way Rocket League's been around since 2008. ...2013, I can imagine, yeah. 2008, not so much. Just when some of you thought I was inept at everything, I do some really good Bale stacking. And it confuses people. Hello, Glengar. Yeah, I could have sworn Rocket League was 2013. So that means it's not been around for 10 years. Might be 10th anniversary of the dev team getting together, but the game itself has not been out for 10 years. In fact, I'm so sure of it I'm going to Google it to make sure. Initial release date, July 7th, 2015. So yeah, it's not their 10th anniversary. It's their 3rd. And they're celebrating it late for some reason. Are we doing good, Glengar? How are we today, Mr. Glengar boy? Ooh, the rear wheels of this Fiat aren't happy. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to... Oh, it already is in 4-wheel drive with diff locks. I thought this was in 2-wheel drive mode still. Hello, Max. Howdy, we're doing good. I think everybody's doing pretty good today. Yuso's bored because he's got a like 100-kilometer car journey ahead of him, but everybody else is mostly good and just chilling and enjoying Farm Sim. What's the 10th anniversary for? I don't know! You're at standstill with an 8-hour delay going to Turkey. Oh, fun. Gobble gobble. Did they offer you like free turkey sandwiches? Because I would totally get snarky and offer free turkey sandwiches to everybody delayed going to Turkey. Yeah, that Bale trailer is much smaller than the Bailey. Like comparing that as I'm guessing a 32-foot trailer to the Bailey, which is supposedly a 36-foot. The Bailey's closer to 50. On the bright side, what I can do here is completely mess up trying to align those bales. Got a £20 voucher for food. Most people got 5. I mean, you're only really entitled to £5 voucher, I believe. I mean, I had to put the ramps out on the turnabout trailer. Well, either it's mouse controlled or you have to unfold it. There's also a very slim chance that it's outside IC. There used to be some trailers back in the day that had outside IC on them. You got a Sunday for McDonald's because your mother's burger was late. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So they probably just shut you up, honestly. Is this multiplayer? No, it's single player. Apparently the Marshall, or not the Marshall, the Marston trailer I'm using is a grain trailer is edited. Which I wasn't aware of, but it is. I did something to it and I can't remember what. Also decided I don't like low sensitivity mouse anymore. Paid £5 for a bacon sandwich in Belfast Airport. I thought you were a vegetarian, Mr. Simeon Milate. You keep claiming you're a vegetarian. Yet you're complaining about a bacon sandwich. No, 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 no. Bacon sandwich. I would have got a McFlurry myself. I like McFlurries. You can afford a whole 4 sandwiches, Henry. I mean... well, that's the lap of luxury in an airport. That is an awful song, good lord. Did you somehow manage to forget about McFlurries, Yuso? You're now angry that you didn't remember McFlurries were a thing. Is Landy streaming tonight? I have no idea. You'll find out at 7 o'clock. Managed to make you so angry and Sim hungry. This is a success. This is a successful stream. There we go. That was in English words. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. £9 for a small burger and chips. Well, it's in an airport, Henry. They've got a captive audience. They can charge what they like. Hello, United Ireland Gaming. You had a white Magnum earlier. I had 2 packs of Tesco noodles. Because the 1 pack is always just too small. And 3 is overkill. Same, airport food. Airport prices. It was outside on the way to the airport. Oh, then yeah, I'd definitely get a refund on that. I would guess it's at a motorway services somewhere where they think they've got a captive audience, but they really don't. I like this. It sounds like a wrestling theme. Also, Sim, I didn't see what you sent me on Facebook yet because my phone's dead. Apparently I fell asleep while watching YouTube and forgot to leave my phone on charge. So it's sat on my bed currently with the charger in, sucking up electricity. I love these bales, I really do. Like, I wasn't convinced by the D1000 bales the first time I used them, when I was testing. And now that I've figured out that you can stack them 4 high, 3 wide on a bale trailer, I'm kind of okay with the fact they look a bit derpy at times. Like, I can deal with that, seeing as they're so easy to stack and so easily transported. You don't really mind how silly they look on trailers, how long they are. Also, there is an auto load on the way, but honestly, I'm kind of in 2 minds as to whether it's even necessary. Considering how easily stacked these bales are. Need to go to McDonald's again? I think I'm having apparently lasagna for dinner, but that plan might change. Liking the album Golden Features right now. I'm just playing random songs from Pretzel. Like, I've got the EDM playlist loaded up and I'm just listening to that. I forgot to tell Andy something last night and I'll tell him probably on TeamSpeak later about something that he didn't know was a thing. You know, you're watching at 144p as the internet's crap. Yeah. I mean, at least you're able to possibly hear me. No, that's better. You're in the middle of nothing. I think you mean nowhere, you so. If you're in the middle of nothing, then you're in the middle of everything. Or a black hole. One of the two. 1080p 60. Very nice. I am actually streaming at 1080p 60, by the way, guys. So if you are watching 1080p 60, you get to see full frame rate, resolution, everything. There we go. Let's just strap down this set of bales here. And this set here. I've done it again! Get 90,000 liters of D1000 P bales versus 70. Yeah, you can. I'm fairly sure that it's just across the board. You can fit more massive bales with the D1000s just because they stack nicer. They're just that bit thinner and a bit longer, but you know, the bit smaller will counteract that a small bit. With them being, I could have sworn they were 2,500. They're 2,450. It also makes getting him into a mixer wagon slightly more difficult because the mix is going to be slightly different to what people are maybe used to. Feel naked without your PC. Where on earth are you that you don't have your PC, Sim? Or do I even need to know this? Just changed to 1080 and you're enjoying it in all the glory. Yeah, I made the decision a while ago to stream 1080p 60 because I realized I could. And oh, YouTube's decided it's now happy with me streaming 1080p 60. I was complaining earlier about the resolution. Last time it did that, I upped the bitrate by 1,000. You're in Bristol in your almost empty house. Weirdo. I was wondering why you weren't on TeamSpeak last night. Landy streamed and we all ruined it on him. Everybody was swearing. Oh, no, not this song. No buffering, that's a plus. Just wait until OBS decides to randomly disconnect from YouTube, because that's been a thing lately. OBS and YouTube are having some sort of weird disagreement. Am I from the UK or England? No. I lived there for 3 years. So you might occasionally hear some, like, flattened doors and stuff. But I am not from the UK. I am 100% Irish. I have the guaranteed Irish seal on my backside. I'm not going to show you it, but I promise you it's there. Last night was Friday, you were investigating biscuit thefts. Yes, you know I don't keep track of what day of the week it is, considering last Thursday I thought it was Wednesday. I thought today was Friday for some reason. I'm bad at dates, okay? And days of the week. I don't keep track of them. I just keep track of... Am I streaming today? Yes, good. No, bad. Alley-oop. Spinning around and get these onto the trailer. Talbon01, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm Swiss. I do like cheese. And chocolate, so I might be Swiss or Belgian. Let's get these strapped down as well. That is one very heavily loaded Bale trailer. Hello, Oron. How are you doing today? Das Deutsch. Ich bin nicht ein Deutscher. Ich komme nicht aus Deutschland. How's my racing progress going? Currently what is it? C 3.68 license on road and 1795 IR. So I'm hoping to break 1.8k later tonight if I can. You finished already? Good lord, you're finished already! Failing that, I'll probably do some practice for skippies at Spa, which is next week. Stop working there. I'm hoping to get like a B license, maybe even this season, definitely after next week 13. But quite happy with progress. The Radicals have been very kind to me this week, I will be very honest. I'm not good at most sport, but I'm apparently good enough to not die constantly. You know how much looking B? I don't know what I'd even race with a B license. Like, I might do ILMS, but I need to buy a car for that. Probably go at MP2. Probably go with the HPD. Thank you very much, Talbom. You're proud Aussie and you did this just because I seem cool. Well, Bad reasoning, but thank you very much all the same for the $10 dues. Which, by the way, you guys need to change your currency name to $1 dues. The Simpsons was right. Where is there? Is there a seed, like, trigger on this map anywhere? Because that's something I've not actually seen at all, is a seed trigger. Could it be in this shed here? No, it's... Oh, that's the back entrance. Oh, okay. Need to check maps again. I think it's at the other yard, the one with the seed trigger of the pig farm. Thank you, Massey. Because I want to seed up this field here, and we're going to do it in the case again. I'm going to drive it manually this time. Have I seen 40's latest project? The Brown, I have seen. The sled, I have not. I'll go on Facebook after the stream and have a look. The Bale sled's something we desperately need in game, though. I feel. Behind the baler. That's fertilizer. That's all fertilizer. Simon with the 1111, thank you very much. See you, Battle. Sleep well, dude. Simon 1111 says, I see your $10 dues and I raise you. I approve of this because I'm getting money out of it. Seed and fertilizer. Okay. I'll take your word for it and we'll go check. I'm looking forward to FS19. There is a reason I chose this seating setup. This seating setup was chosen because I wanted to talk about FS19 a bit. Because as things stand, the seeds currently go from this front seed box to the seeding deck at the back by osmosis, I guess. Magical tractor harvest magic. From the front, this looks like a McCormick, by the way. But in FS19, there will be a pipe coming out of here over the side of the tractor and into the seeding deck at the back. There's one of the Piggy Place almost 100%. Well, we'll check the one that Jag claims is here first, and let's see what happens there. Could be wrong. We'll find out now, Jag, won't we? Survey says... Survey says maybe. Because that wouldn't have popped open if there weren't any seeds. But it's not filling. I wonder if it just noticed that there was a trigger and opened. Yeah, no, that's not a seed trigger. Who's that? LJ Gill, thank you very much for subscribing, and hello, by the way. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse up in Jersey State. Go to the left. No, there's nothing here. There's no trigger at all there for seeds. It's just a fertilizer trigger, and it confused the seed tank, unfortunately. So down to the pigs we go. Because I don't have Jolly Dodger's big bags enabled on this map, annoyingly, because I forgot to. This Puma's amazing. Talpalm dropping the $20 dues. Good lord. Wow. Do I do multiplayer? I really don't enjoy multiplayer. I really don't. And I apologize for that. Choose front tool to... Oh crap, I was on... Yeah. Thank you, Tor. Yeah, that's why I wasn't filling. Somebody got triggered by the fact that I don't like multiplayer. I'm sorry that I have personal preferences. Welcome to RainbowDave Gaming, where I'm an idiot. Oh dear. I've just realized GPS ain't gonna work now because I'm in F5 mode. We're gonna derp seed this. Screw it. Simon, good lord! $28 dues. I'm rich. Can buy a new car on iRacing tonight. Probably a new track actually. I need to buy Zold or something. Good lord. You two, Simon and Talbom, you have no idea how helpful that little donation war actually is. That's probably like doubled what I've made this month from YouTube, so thank you both very much. Around 60 to 70 Australian dollars, which I don't know what the conversion rate is. Bale stage is badly needed. I agree. Or like a small conventional Bale accumulator. I know. Does it Kuhn make one of them? I know it's Kuhn or something similar. Make a small Bale accumulator. It looks really cool. I know New Holland make one as well that's self-propelled that also looks really cool. And it's a bit of a shame that number one we won't see conventionals in FS19 just because of the limitations on console. And number two that we won't see an accumulator as well. Jag 980! What the, oh good lord, I'm broken. Jag 980 with the £20 super chat, followed immediately by Talbom with another $2 dues. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Yeah, wow. Wow, okay. That's legitimately made my week, thank you. And Talbom with the sponsor as well. Just to finish it off. You guys have made my week, thank you very much. You've actually like made my week, if not this month. Thank you. Like all three of you very, very much. Sincerely. You ask any YouTuber, they'll tell you that stuff like that is always finds a way to be spent. Well. Whether it's on something that just makes me happier in the short term or something that makes me happy longer term, it's very helpful. Hey James D. You're a sponsor too, EJ, and it does help. Sponsorships and super chats help to no end. Ad revenue is crap. To give it a word. This is why I keep saying about one of the best communities in Farm Sim, because that's insanity. Beyond any challenge I can think of, that is true insanity. You tried. I mean, you. If it's any consolation, Tom, you definitely helped a guy out. You three have probably funded FS19 for me. If I don't become media partner, don't get the game for free or whatever. You guys have just made my security fund for getting FS19. And basically continuing the channel. You don't know this map? This is I'm gonna butcher this name. Gwenddwr. It's a Welsh map. It was released on FS UK about 3 days ago by GNFTR04. There's a link to it in the description, and it is one of the best British maps I have ever seen. Which is shocking because GNFTR04, aka Alan, is American and has never been to Wales. But he made this map and he made it stunningly well. It wasn't too bad. I'm trying to learn it, Massey, and failing. Update. Oh, I didn't know the update was uploaded today. I'm playing on the old version. I'll be updating this map later tonight. If you do have the map and you download the update, you will not need a new save. I looked at the changelog that he was planning. There's nothing that requires a new save. So I'll update it tonight and just continue on with this very self-same save as if nothing changed, basically. Yeah, Alan is American and he's made one of the best British maps I've seen. Oh, it was uploaded today, it wasn't published today. Okay. Jens finished his Dairyman diary series today. I'm sure he's got another good series in the plan. What's the changes? Mainly fixes, James. Fixed for multi-terrain angle because it broke because multi-terrain loves breaking. A fix for... there's something wrong with the pig feed mixer. He's fixing that. There's a couple of other small fixes as well. For just little bugs. And nothing to do with foliage, which is very important. Because when Mapmaker changes foliage specifically, it means you do need a new save game. So like changing trees or changing foliage, you do need a new save. Is this a straight pipe case? No, this is the one from the Mod Hub. This is Astropolis Modding's new case Puma CVX 185. Let's see a map for quick to fix bugs. They're small bugs. Very small bugs, in fact. What do I think on 19 coming out? I think it's a game that will be released. There's not a lot of info at the moment, Dave. I can't really form a full opinion. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think Giants are really going 150% all out. They're so far beyond 100% of their usual usual expectations for what you'd expect in Farm Sim, in a new Farm Sim game. So they're definitely going like 5 sheets to the win. Not even 3, 5 sheets to the win. Just everything, fire everything. We're doing everything we can this year because I mean you've got John Deere, you've got 2 brand new maps and Estancia Apache. You've got 2 brand new crops. You've got a brand new system in the game for placeables and being able to build your own farms. You've got dynamic weather, dynamic skies, dynamic lights. Probably some physics changes. A new way that the missions are going to work. I believe, or I've been told, that the hired workers are getting a complete overhaul for FS19. The way the vehicles look is being overhauled entirely. The way the equipment looks is being overhauled entirely. The way the clouds work is going to be dynamic. It's going to be real clouds in the game. There's going to be a real sun. There's going to be a moon. There's going to be animals, life to the maps, beyond just bits of static stuff lying around. And that's so far ahead of what I was expecting, which was just kind of a new fresh coat of paint on everything, and some physics changes, some graphics changes, new maps, a couple of new features. It's so far ahead. This is kind of, I'll be blunt, this is what I was expecting in FS21, some of these things. So they've really just cut themselves loose from all expectations at this point, and with the full QA team working on the game, there's less likelihood of weird bugs at launch, which is an additional nice little thing. It's the first time Farm Sim will ever be released with a full QA team. Traditionally it's been like, I think 2 people testing it, and there's always been bugs. Always. It's just been a traditional thing that FS launch version was buggy and weird. That might not be the case for 19, which will be unique. It's also releasing almost a full month later than usual. Hope they haven't aimed too high too early. I don't think they have, Aaron. I think everything they're doing is eminently doable. Most of the changes they're making, not to sound cynical or sound like I'm going against giants here, are quite actually basic. It's you know, the clouds, the lighting systems, that kind of stuff. That's all, honestly, DirectX. They're changing from OpenGL, which is what they've been using since FS09, to finally being full DirectX. They're using both at the moment in FS17. FS19 seems to be going full DirectX 11, which is just going to allow Giants to do so much more. So much more is going to be possible in the game with DirectX. So you're going to see Farm Sim, I think possibly for the first time, looking truly AAA and truly beautiful. What's been my favourite Farm Sim? FS13 I think was good. He says with 3,500 hours in the game according to Steam. But my favourite's honestly FS17, just because it's the newest and shiniest. FS19 is going to be my favourite when that comes out. See you, Taban. Sleep well, dude. Do I think the old maps will go over to 19? I hope most of them don't, honestly. Mapping seems to be changing a lot for 19, possibly, potentially for the worse, unfortunately. But I think the maps from FS13, I think their time has been and gone, and I think it's time for them to retire from the game. The FS11 maps should have been retired long ago. The FS09 maps for sure should have just been long dead. But some people insist on kind of resurrecting them every 2 years. But hopefully we'll see all new maps for 19. I know Bullet Bill and Oxygen David are strongly limiting what they're going to be converting over. I think Bullet Bill's plans is just Lone Oak. Oxygen David's is potentially just Shamrock Valley, maybe Oakfield. But even they don't know for sure yet. 13 had the best range of mods. I don't want to say the best. I think 17 has had the best quality of mods. I think 13 had the best range. 15, I think, had the best scripts. In Chellington. No, I think Oxy's done with Chellington now. That was his first map, and I don't think he's been happy with it for a long time. So, if he resurrects it, it'll just be in name, and he'll make a brand new map to suit. Bullet Bill, yeah, but I should say, Coldborough Park Farm, as we know it, is dead. It is retired. It is being put into the old map's home at the end of this game, and it won't be coming back. Except for the bit where Bullet Bill's making Coldborough from scratch for FS19. Is his plan. That was a joke, Bucko, yeah. Because Landy hates Chellington, and I strongly dislike Chellington. personally. It's just it's like a fantastic first map from Moxie. It was a fantastic way for him to start mapping. But looking at it now with his new standards, it's just a bit of a shambles, honestly. No disrespect to anybody who does like Chellington, by the way. This is just me being hypercritical and kind of going on a pure standards viewpoint. And mainly a technical viewpoint, because Chellington, oh my god, there were so many issues with. It's a good map to test stuff, but that's about it, in my eyes. I'd prefer to see Oxy go, kind of move on from Shamrock Valley and Oakfield, and just continue this wild improvement that he's been, you know, the wild improvements that he's been kind of putting in every map now. I think that's a better way for him to go. Like, honestly, as somebody who does enjoy his maps, I think he's best off letting even Thornton and Sandy Bay is being replaced by Shamrock Valley. If you didn't guess from the trailer, Thornton, I think he's planning on retiring as well, and I think that's for the best because you guys might not know this. Because I don't think you were privy to these conversations. Well, you weren't privy to these conversations. I don't think it's been made public. But myself, Landy, Bullet Bill, Knox, and David were all kind of sat down chatting at one point, and we kind of came to the conclusion that the weird problems that are in Sandy Bay, Thornton, the West Coast, Chellington, Coldborough, all of their converted maps, we think they're all conversion artifacts. Every single one of them. So it's probably for the best that they don't try and convert them again, because those conversion artifacts will be converted and potentially made worse. Will I play 19? Of course I'll play 19. It's a Farm Sim channel. It would be stupid of me to not play 19. Where's the fertilizer spreader? It should be over this yard, yes? Yes. I've taken the wrong turn. I'm going to magic edge my way through this. I don't know if I'll have it early. I don't know if anybody will have it early, barring Sim and VF. And the secret person who is going to be doing previews with them. Come November. Needless to say, as always, I know a bit more than I'm able to say. So let's do some fertilizer spreading with this magnificent, massive sprayer. I mean, look at how big it is compared to the tractor. You can't even see the tractor behind it. Oh dear. Probably not get it until like 2 months after it comes out. So January 2019 then, Bradley? It'll be about 2 months after release. Maybe February. I'll be getting a day release, 100%. I'm still in two minds about Collector's Edition. I can, after today, afford that, which is kind of stunning. And something that I forgot to mention is that today has actually guaranteed that I'll get paid for this month. It'll guarantee that middle of next month I'll actually get a small payout from YouTube, which is nice. Because I was keeping track of my finances and kind of a bit concerned about that, so that's put my mind at ease there. You have it on pre-order collector's edition? I'm not sure if I want collector's edition. Like, well, I want it because it's got some nice things, but I'd have to buy 2 copies of Farm Sim if I did that, because I don't have a CD drive. This computer doesn't actually have a disk drive. If I want to use a disk drive, I have an external one that I can use, but it's a DVD-R drive. Hello, Oxy. And I do have an internal one that I have an internal one that I have access to that is actually for my sister's PC that is yet to be built because I've been very bad at that. And I can plug that into the internals and get it running and get a CD in and do all that kind of stuff, but it's not a permanent solution by any means. In all likelihood, I'll possibly go with the dual purchase I did last year, which is Giants and Steam again. And if I do that, I'll do a silent giveaway to somebody who I know isn't getting, like, who I don't think has the game or can't afford it, and I'll give it to them. Give the spare copy to them as a nicety, because I don't like public giveaways. Because they're rarely won by people who actually watch the channel. Is Collector's just PC only? I don't know. I think it is PC only, Bradley, but I mean, if you're really into your Farm Sim, you can get it even if you got a console. Hello, Andrew. Time is 20 past 6. I've not played a single ad this stream because my phone's dead. And I don't particularly feel like tapping out. So you're getting a... Well, and the amount of super chats and sponsors that happened earlier, that was insane. I'm still in shock over that. CD, you know full well that maps and mods are released when they're done, and no sooner. I expect more from a modder. Hello, Daniel. What's up? Not a whole lot. We're doing some farming in my new favorite mod, which is why I've been spamming it the last 2 days. I love this tractor. I know. Do you know what? Let's change the grill back to something that makes a bit more sense. Because I don't like it looking too much like a McCormick. There we go. Don't mind everything else being weird and wonderful. The grill just looked wrong in silver. That was a good laptop just for FS19. I don't know. You'd be best off buying a gaming laptop. Maybe, who knows? I'm looking forward to just exploring it, and that's probably going to be the first thing I do. It's like not actually testing, but just exploring the map. And then I'll go through some testing stuff. This is a map I definitely want to test. Because I'm tired of Irish maps having problems. I know the Frontier team will find any gameplay problems that are still in it and any weird and wonderful bugs. But I want it to be true to Ireland. It's the testing I'll be doing. Sending it over tomorrow. Awesome. And I'll check every sign on the map for you, Oxy. Those Irish signs are bad and wonderful. What other map have I been on? What other Irish maps? I did a stream once that is no longer on the channel on Ballincraig, and I've decided I don't like it. I was briefly on Dramard Farm. I don't like it. I'm super picky with Irish maps. They have to be like a very specific way, it seems, for me to actually enjoy them. It looks like Shamrock's more or less exactly how I want an Irish map to be. I'll have more information for you guys later. Some Irish signs you might need checked. Yeah, point me towards them, Moxie. I'll check them for you. I'll be probably checking every sign on the map because if needs be, I can do rough translations that may or may not be also Easter eggs and jokes for only Irish speakers. Right, that's that field done and dusted and ready to go again. So I think the next job is going to be... Are the fields... Because I know Landy had issues with these 3 fields over here being withered. Are they withered for me? No. Why are they withered for Landy but not for me? This map hates Landy apparently. One was say Stunning All. That was FS15. I played on that and I liked it, but it had so many problems that it irritated me. Oh no, was it Mulroy Bay or Stunning All I played? I played one of them. That's arguable, Oxy, I'll be quite honest. My Irish is pretty much limited to I like sandwiches and can I go to the bathroom please? I guess I can also say, can I go to the sandwiches, please? On Will Catagum Dolgarina Capari! What it on it? T-junction is just one sign pointing into the field because apart. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Simon. Irish road signs are hilariously bad at times. Went to the bet maker and heard no more. That's what happened, Adam. That's literally what happened. Is it went to the map maker and we've heard no more. Also, I missed a turn off, so now I'm having to reverse back up the road here. I was actually meant to take a quite tight turn and I completely forgot to take a quite tight turn, so now I'm having to go backwards. There we go. I do like this Puma though. Like you pair this Puma with the Astropolis Optum or the T7s with the Optum Sounds, and you got a really nice little fleet of tractors right there. 40 fields, 26 of grass. And they can all, obviously they can all be converted to arable. If that was really ardent, 40 fields, 37 were grass. And there were 2 really big arable fields. Because oh my god, does Ireland love silage? It's like an unwritten law here that if you're Irish, you must love silage. Let's grab the combine. Shamrock GA Club for the All Ireland. Oh dear. Shamrock United Rover Town for the All Ireland. That is the funny thing is like, I actually real life example from about 50 yards down the road. There's a stop sign down the road from me, and somebody decided it'd be a really funny thing to do to spray paint Hammer Time under the word stop. So there's an MC Hammer sign just down the road from me a bit. And it's surprisingly common to see like stop signs defaced with Hammer Time or In the Name of Love. Or just before the word stop, just ah. Just AH. Ah, stop with you. What kind of club is it? What kind of club is a GA club? Trying to explain a GA pitch to somebody who's never seen a GA pitch. Imagine a rugby pitch, but with more lines. And like, it's kind of a GA pitch is kind of a merging of a GA pitch with a football pitch. Like it's got all the markings for an association football pitch, The goal from an association football pitch, but the uprights from a rugby pitch. And the lines are at, correct me if I'm wrong here, Glengar, 13 metres, 21 metres, 45 metres, and 65 metres, and then a little dash at the halfway line. And then again, 65, 45, 21, 13, and goal line. And the 65 metre lines have to be minimum 1 metre apart, maximum 10 metres apart. I know it's much bigger than a rugby pitch, but just kind of the general idea is merging those two pitches together in terms of like lines and shape. Because a rugby pitch is, by definition, I think 100 yards, 100 metres. Soccer pitch is at most 100 metres. And then a GA pitch is minimum 131 metres, maximum 151, I think. Or 141. It might just be 140. But there are like a million rules around the lines and GA pitches. Like hurling only uses the 65, football only uses the 45. Both are marked because pitches have to be usable for both sports. This is chopping. Oh, it's not chopping straw! Hooray! We're going to do a bit of harvesting now. You might notice that I don't have a grain trailer in the field. That's fine. The grain trailer is actually in that yard right there. So it's not a big deal. The grain storage is also in that yard right there. So again, not a big deal. Oxy, for research purposes, you should look up GAA fights. Or GAA dogs on pitch. Because that's a surprisingly common occurrence. By the way, Glengar, and I guess any other Irish people, did you hear the news that the GAA has finally backed down for the Liam Miller tribute match? They've decided that it's also going to be a GAA event now. Because they had to invent something to get around their own rules, because their rules are stupid. So they're apparently going to convert Páirc Uí Chaoimh from a GAA pitch into a soccer pitch after a GAA match that is being held as part of the same event, because their rules are stupid. I mean, they've already kind of lost the PR battle, so I think it's damned if they do, damned if they don't, but it's dumb that they've decided that because of the way the GA rules are, because they're archaic, that they have to have a GA event there now as part of the whole thing. Not only have they lost to Kildare, they've lost to the English sports now. But it was in the end the right decision. It just took them way too long to actually make it. This will be your favourite map, hands down. I think Shamrock's going to be mine. Go to a food time. See you, Glengar. Enjoy your food. Hello, Josh. How am I? I'm doing good. Did you miss a possible release date for Shamrock? There is no possible release date for Shamrock Reese. Just the slight spoiler that I'm getting it very soon. And possibly it'll be on the channel very soon as well, depending on how testing goes. which from what Oxy's been saying is well. Which can't be any complaints about testing going well. But I do have, comically, a lot of stuff that I'm going to need to do on Shamrock as part of the testing. Because I'm the only one who's going to be getting the map that actually can speak some semblance of Irish. So I'm going to have to check every sign on the bloody map. But hopefully it'll be in your guys' hands in the next month or so, I would imagine. We'll be releasing videos before it's released. That's up to Oxy. Okay, that's pure and simple. It's up to Oxy. It's his map. He decides who does what with it and when. Until it's released. Best DLC is excellent for Shamrock. Yes, it is. This Combine. True fact. The TX34 Combine. I used to see this a lot because it used to keep getting stuck going down my road. It was a 1998 TX34. And every year it would come down the road and it'd get stuck. So to me, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no to that. I mean, I want it as much as every single person in this chat room wants it. So yeah, be more than happy. Could not find the grain storage. Where is it? Here it is. Here's the grain storage shadow box down by field 14. Yeah, these are Sims shaders, but I'm looking forward to seeing it with kind of you know, full picture mode engaged, because it works wonders on maps. Makes maps and vehicles and just the game in general look beautiful. Although if I do engage screenshot mode on Creator Tools, it doesn't really do much. It just enables Nuclear Holocaust mode. Which, yeah, no, that can go off again. But like the mudguards, I like the mudguards. Mudguards are about right on Matt's DLC. I think that Puma over there be, let's turn on this again. Puma over there, the one from Megropolis, would look good on Shamrock as well. Anything kind of, like 200 horse or less would be an average Irish tractor. Mainly Case New Holland, John Deere, fast tracks. The older the better, really. Newer fast tracks are kind of rare to see, but Pumas I've seen a butt ton of. Maxims I've seen a butt ton of. T67s, even as far as Fendt 700s I've seen a few. Fendt 500s are more common, Fendt 300s the most common. But it's going to be the first map that I can really play realistically, because I know what equipment is used in Ireland and I know what's common here, so it's going to be some really class. I've seen a few. I'm trying to remember were they Axions or Arians. I think they were Axions. It's usually the Axion series you'd see. Rarely Arians, because Arians seem to be much bigger tractors. So it's usually Arian like 600s or Axion 600s. The occasional Arian 800. I might have them backwards there. It's usually 600 series class, 5600 series class. The very rare 800 series. You wouldn't very often see the likes of the quad track. You'd almost never see challengers. You would... Like John Deere obviously is going to be a major brand here, and I think I've got it active here actually. Yeah, 77, 78, 10. Pretty good. 6 hours are really common. Fiats have been made up the country. They're down here as well, Adam. There's a few Fiats around here. It's mainly old Fords around here though. Hello, Max. So if you want to go with like a true to my area kind of thing, an 8340 would be good. Trying to think what I see the most common, like that is in game by default. 8340s, T7s, Pumas, and 3-meter equipment. What map am I on? I'm on Gwenddwr. The Welsh map that's on FSUK was released a couple of days ago. I'm really enjoying this. It's one of the best British maps I've played in quite a while. I think just one of the better British maps that are out there. Gonna run a Zetter. Zetters are surprisingly common, Bucko, as well, yeah. Definitely around here. I wish I could find the exact model of the one that I see quite a lot running around. There's an old Deutz around here as well that I don't know what model it is, but I know it's a Deutz. And it's just this ridiculous little rust bucket that I see constantly. So for Shamrock Valley, I'm not going to be taking suggestions on equipment. I will say that much, because I know what I want to get. I think I know what I want to start off with. Out of like the range of stuff that I could start with. This Puma will almost certainly be making an appearance at some point on Shamrock, because it's too good to not use. As long as it's a Massey. Massey's honestly, Morton, not too common around me. Which is surprising, because there is a Massey dealership about 15 miles down the road. But they're not all that common. CD's mods will be making a very strong appearance in Shamrock for sure, because well, you guys know my allegiances with slurry spreaders in particular. It's Abbey or bust. So you'll 110% see an Abbey slurry spreader on Shamrock. Quite common in Offaly, yeah, but not too common in my area. It's mainly Case, New Holland, John Deere, the odd Zetters. You said earlier this Marston's modded how? I don't know! I was downloading the Marshall BC32 earlier and it was flagging this Marston as needing an update, which it shouldn't, because this is the original Marston. But I've done something to it, but I can't remember what. I must have edited it a long time ago. Hope we see a lot of McHale kit. There will be quite a bit of McHale. I'm trying to remember what I see most common. I think the D1000 might get a run out as well. Mainly Zetter New Holland, yeah, that's not too common, not too unusual to see in most places, I think. Apparently you just got a new Holland CR980 with 35-foot error. He must be a contractor as well, Killian. There's no way that an individual farmer will be able to afford that. Which is, I can't, Bradley, honestly, I can't remember. It was not long after it came out that it was edited, and I can't remember what got done to it. Stuff in Wales. I'd imagine that it's kind of the same stuff that's common everywhere. Massey. Like, the only thing that would really change is what brands you see, but general rule for Ireland and the UK is 200 horse or less, and you're probably on the right track. Default seasons will be fine for this map, Shadow. Seasons based on Courseplay Farm, which isn't too far removed from South Wales. Is that kind of area. Same with Shamrock Valley. Default seasons work perfectly on there. The only thing about seasons by default, is there a Welsh Geo? You can use the Welsh Geo then if you wanted to. It won't be too different from default seasons. The only thing about default seasons is it is tweaked to make snow more common than it actually is in real life. But I don't mind that. I kind of like having snow in seasons. Evergreen Company. Ah, okay. So it's a tillage farm then, Killian. There's a lot of, I think it is mainly rain, Morton. I think the Welsh Geo is tweaked to be mainly rain. Or have more common rain, less common snow, and higher temperatures in the winter. Load of older stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious from this map that the farms in this area are actually small family farms, much like Ireland, so you know, the stuff that I'd see is probably similar to the stuff you see. But I'm really tempted, honestly, to play Shamrock once it's out. I'm gonna play it slightly differently if there's multiple pre-release stuff coming out. I'll play it slightly differently pre-release to release, but once it's out, I'll probably play it with seasons. Because I kind of want to play a full season series that isn't like me forcing realism on or forcing something on. And I'll definitely be streaming it, and videos will be almost sure, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the videos. The streams will just be generic streams or chilling playing the map. Videos, they'll be on the same save game, but I might do something cool with the videos. Gonna flood Shamrock with CD stuff. I might do like a mini challenge on Shamrock that isn't really a challenge of just having like 200 horse or less tractors. But that'd probably be about it. Like that'd be probably the only rule I'd realistically go with on Shamrock is tractors have to be 200 horsepower or less, because that's what is most common in Ireland. Anything over that has to be leased or something like that, or so, you know, trying to simulate contractors, I guess. But I don't know. I'm still not decided on what I want to do with Shamrock for videos. But I will be making a return to videos for Shamrock, 110%. Because I need to start getting up early in the morning anyway, so not a big deal. Small 160 more, hey Bobs. Mental on Michaela Marshall stuff or something. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea, Morton. Sees high spec, Michael Smith. High spec's common, I prefer to use Abby though. Like Abby's made closer to me than high spec is. But the high specs, yeah, you'd see pretty commonly as well. Although I will say the likes of the Supercube, they're mainly sold for silage here. Because again, silage is the big thing. I'll probably use, for a trailer like the Marston or something, maybe the Marshall. Red Rock. See, the issue I have with the Red Rock, Stephen, and I mean no disrespect to CD here, is the animations are way too slow. And it's, kind of issue I have across CD's mods is the animations seem to be very, very slow for what they are. Compared to the in-game stuff anyway. When is Shamrock available? When it's finished testing with Frontier and then with Giants. Although, Oxy, if you're still here, I don't know if you've heard, but Giants are beginning to wrap up testing. So, you may be forced into an FSUK release. I don't know exactly what Giants are going to do once they halt testing, whether it'll just be opening the floodgates PC only or no more mods on the mod hub. But they are beginning to wrap that up now. Which is something I knew would happen sooner or later. It's a bit sooner than I'd anticipated. So just FYI guys, especially console players, very, very soon there will very likely be just no more mods for you guys for the rest of the game. Because Giants need to focus on FS19. At the moment they got one guy testing mods, they're gonna... Oh sweet, yeah. I mean, even if you miss the Giants deadline, FSUK release is always going to be an option, and I don't see Shamrock failing on FSUK if you do have to resort to that. But that is something that console players need to know, is Giants testing is winding down. They are moving towards just focusing 100% on FS19. And unfortunately for you guys, that'll mean no more mods. So just be aware of that. Please don't take it as Giants hate consoles. It's Giants hate FS17 right now. In general, they want to get their new game out as clean and shiny, as nice as they can. And having the full QA team on it is going to help with that. You know, Giants' priority is always going to be testing the game, not the mods. The mods are just a nice little thing Giants are doing extra that they don't need to. So if Landy does go live, guys, let me know, and I'll wrap up the stream there. Yeah, I can't imagine that anything major will be found, Oxy, like from what you were saying in the Slack as well. I think these guys will get it in, at worst, late August would be my initial guess. Random guess out of nowhere. Late August, I would guess. Allowing time for Giants to find something stupid that's failed it. They need to fix it. I have to go back and Giants say, oh, well, yeah, okay. Late August, early September, guys, I would expect, hopefully, fingers crossed, to see Shamrock Valley out. Ideally on Giants Mod Hub for console and PC, but hands might be forced, and might be forced PC only. Just by sheer fact of Giants are stopping testing sooner or later. For the next few weeks, in fact. I think Giants need a bigger team. They need more money for that bucko, unfortunately, and that's money they don't have. They're really spending a lot on licenses. Like most of the licenses, I wouldn't be too surprised if they're 6 figures that Giants have. The music's very loud today, isn't it? I've just noticed the track is very high for the music. Most of the licenses Giants have... Yeah, I mean... We're into the period where compromises will have to be made, just simply because that's the way things are going with Giants. They're focusing on 19 full on. I'm sure you'll get a raft of abuse if Giants testing has closed for consoles and Shamrock physically can't come onto console, but it wouldn't be your call. Oxy is going to do his damnedest to get it onto console for you guys. But there's no guarantees. No 100% guarantees of anything other than it coming out for FS17 at the very least on PC. So that's kind of... You always get one or two, and they always get really moany and abusive. But I mean... I don't know why I'm saying it in my stream, because I know you guys will behave. Like, I know you guys well enough to know that... You know Oxy and Bullet Bill always do their damnedest to get everything out to consoles as well. And we're coming into the period where it's just not going to be possible. I mean, all this, I feel sorry for the console guys, honestly, because PC will still have mods from Mod Hoster, FSUK, every dodgy site under the sun, and possibly an Open Floodgates Giants mod hub. But console, once Giants stop testing, that's them done for mods. They won't get anything new and shiny. Until FS19 when they get John Deere. So I mean, it's kind of a balancing act there. Just want FS19 so you can play. So do I. Kind of taking a break from Farm Sim now anyway. I don't blame you. When my sister's on nights, I tend to take breaks from Farm Sim, so I'm getting kind of a nice best of both worlds kind of thing going on at the moment, where I play Farm Sim when I'm streaming and when I'm recording videos, when my sister's off on nights, and when I'm kind of taking little breaks from YouTube as a result, I take a break from Farm Sim as well. Just to avoid burnout, which is something that is a big pain in the rear end. Good maps like this, though, do help against burnout. I'm sure Fahy will be very happy to see Shamrock Valley come out wherever it comes out, because I'm sure he's taking another one of his little breaks from Farm Sim and waiting for Shamrock. FS19. Oh, it has SSAO. Very nice. SSAO and PBR will really help 19 just look AAA and look polished. People have no idea about the technical stuff of gaming, have no idea what I've just said. All they know is I've said some letters and they mean things to people. Do I do this for a living? I mean, this is technically my job, but I wouldn't say it's a living, Dave, if I'm being completely blunt. Farming Man, my phone's not on, so I can't verify if you're joking or not. No lander yet. Well, I'll finish this field and we'll call it a stream there. Because I can smell lasagna and I'm getting hungry as a result. Finish harvesting this field, we'll call it a stream. We'll be back tomorrow, probably with more of this. I'm really enjoying this map at the moment. What is SSAO? I'm not 100% sure Oxy will be able to fix this for me. I think it's single sampling ambient occlusion. I know AO is ambient occlusion, I can't remember what SSAO. The SS bit of it stands for, but AO is ambient occlusion. But technically, Dave, I do YouTube for a living. It's just not. It doesn't pay, basically. If you want to start doing YouTube, guys, don't do it for the money. Like, coming from somebody who is effectively doing it for the money right now, because I'm looking for work, and anything I get from YouTube goes basically into whatever I want. I will say though, reshade is the greatest thing for FS17 because it gives you a nice idea of what FS19 might look like. Because if I turn this on real quick, this is going to give you a decent idea of what this map, if it was converted to FS19, might look like at a very basic level. 1 mil per week? I wish! I'd be living in a much nicer room if I had 1 mil per week and there wouldn't be messy duvet behind me. I'd have a maid to do that. Actually, if I was making $1 million per week, I'd probably be broadcasting out of a shed. Because if I had the money, that's the first thing I'd buy. Is a shed with electricity, so that I could stream out of it and like soundproof it and all this kind of stuff, and then like put a bed in it and get like a sim rig for my racing games with full motion. That'd be amazing. You don't like low shaders? Personal preference. I'd be in an office, a shed that would be converted into an office, Adam. Yes. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, these shaders, they give you a basic idea. Like FS19 is gonna look much prettier. Just looking at the pictures, looking at all the information we have right now, the pictures and videos, what little there is. FS19 is gonna look much prettier than this, but in terms of the blur, that's what you're gonna be expecting. The shading is gonna be similar, but much better, at a much higher level than what Reshade can do. And quite honestly, I don't think you might even need shaders. You might not even need shaders in FS19 to make it look good. I'm looking forward to, number one, turning on the dev tools so that I can get the HUD down. And number two, seeing what kind of amazing screenshots you can get. Landy just went live! Awesome! Perfect timing, Landy, thank you. Because I've just finished this field. So that is going to do it for today. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Gwenddwr in Farming Series 17. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you once again to everybody who sent a super chat and sponsored and all that kind of stuff. Even you guys who just watched the stream and maybe you saw an ad or two during the stream. If you watched them, thank you as well. They help to no end. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye. The credits have decided they don't want to play, so I've got to do this manually. Roll credits! Roll credits? Why are the credits not working? For some reason, the credits have been taken out of this scene. Bye! Bye. The credits don't want to work. Bye.